Okay, so now tell me, how many selectors can I write for one page? How many selectors I can able to write for one page?
One.
Sir, I can able to write n number of selectors. There is no restriction. There is no restriction. Selector name 1. See, for example, I want to select all the H1s. I want to select all the H2s. I want to select all the images. Then all H1s, one selector. All H2s, one selector. All images, one selector. I can able to write n number of selectors. And inside the selector, I can able to write n number of attributes. That is the syntax. Okay, let me show how this is going to be happening programmatically. If I take a new program, save it as internal CSS. This time it is internal CSS. Internal CSS.html. Execute it. Okay, let me try to give the multiple headings. Let me give the web development over there. I want to take a number of H1s. Now let me try to write H3s, a full stack, Python, Django. Okay, I just want to take multiple H3s. Okay. Next, I want to take paragraphs. This is my first paragraph. This is my second paragraph. Okay, how many kind of elements I have in this program? How many kind of elements I have in this program? Can you please explore how many kinds of elements we have? I have 3 different H1s. I have 3 different H1s. And I have 3 H3s. I have 3 H3s here. I have 3 H1s, or I have 3 H3s, or can I have 6? And I'm having 2 paragraphs. Now I am trying to writing the internal style. For H1, I want to give the color. Semicolon compulsory. Semicolon compulsory. Okay. After this H1, I want to have H2 or H3. H3 color is blue. After that, paragraphs. All paragraphs color is maroon. Maroon color is there. I don't know. Maroon. Yeah, maroon is there. Now save it. Launch application. Now, what is the output you guess? What's the output you guess by seeing this program?
H1 is in red color.
All H1s in red color. All H3s in blue color. All paragraphs in maroon color. See, I am not writing any CSS for the element specification. Previous example, we are writing inline CSS. Inline CSS is element by element CSS. We have to write a CSS for each and every element by the style attribute. But here, style tag, not style attribute. This time, style tag. Style open, style close. That is style tag. Okay, now right click on this. Go to the live server. Open live server. You may got observe 3 H1s in one color, 3 H3s in one color, 2 paragraphs in one color. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Writing CSS is very simple. You need to get understand how to work with the selectors, how to write a selector, and how to write a property. For example, all my H1s with the font style italic. On all my H1s, text align center of the page. See, how many properties I am writing for the H1? Tell me how many properties I am writing for H1.
3.
3.
Three properties are separating with semicolon. Can you please observe that? Color red, separated with semicolon. Font style italic, separated with semicolon. Text align, center, separated with semicolon. You try to observe that two important note points here in the selectors. In selector, one note point I made. In selector, property and attribute. Property and attribute separated with property and attribute separated with colon. Every property and value. Property and value. Can I say property and value? In selector, property and value separated with colon. So can I call colon like this? Colon. Colon is 2 dots. Every property and value. Every property and value. Every property value separated with, tell me sir, semicolon.
Semicolon.
Remember, see, whenever you are writing some properties, you should remember some basic points. Whenever you are writing some selector, whenever you are writing some reference, I'm writing a H1, I'm writing a H3, I'm writing a paragraph. Please remember some basic points. How the points are, okay, I know how to write color. I know how to write a text alignment. I know how to write a font style. That is okay. But when you're writing property, please remember it. Property and value separated with colon symbol. Every property and value separated with a semicolon symbol. Then only CSS will work. Otherwise, output is not coming to you. Only black and white cinema finally you have to go. Okay, so this is about internal CSS. Now, can I go for external CSS?
Yes, sir.
It's important. In real time, mostly people will work on external CSS only. Real time, people will work on external CSS. External CSS. External CSS is application specific CSS. Application specific. Total application, one CSS file. Application specific CSS. The complete application works with one CSS file. Works with one CSS file. The CSS file externally saved with .css format.
Sir, one question
Tell
in
me,
second.
Tell me.
Sir, when we write 3 H1, H1 and H1, I need to give them separate color.
Okay. Then you have to go for the classes. Okay, in the coming session, you can able to understand that. In the coming section, you can understand that. See, for example,
Okay.
I just want to have first H1 separate color, or each and every first element. For example, H1s, 3 H1s are there, 3 H3s are there. First H1, first H3, I want one color. Okay. Then
Yes.
we need to write a different kind of selector, like a class selector, or every first element I want to go for H1, comma, H1 colon first, comma, H3 colon first, I want to give some color. See, when I come to the selectors, you can understand that one. Okay. Slowly learn now each and every point. Don't confuse, yeah. Okay. External CSS is an application specific CSS, and the complete application works with one CSS file. At the same time, the CSS file externally saved with .css format. See, let me take a diagram, then only people can understand how this external CSS will work out. Let me go to the paint. Okay, let me go and make a bigger one. Okay, so let me draw the picture. This is inline CSS. This is internal CSS. And this is external CSS. Okay, imagine this is the page one, page.html. And this is again internal CSS. Okay, for this page, I am having a lot of elements. For example, let me draw multiple elements here. This is my first element, and this is my second element, and this is my third element, and this is my fourth element. I'm having multiple elements like this. Every element we need to write a style attribute, right? First element we need to write a style attribute, and the second element also we need to write a style attribute, and third element also I need to write a style attribute, and fourth element also I need to write a style attribute. In this way, internal CSS, sorry, this is inline, not this is inline, na? This is inline CSS. How inline CSS is? Element specific CSS. Come to the internal CSS. Internal CSS. Internal CSS procedure is what? Internal CSS procedure is what? For example, these are the one group of elements. These are the one group of elements. And these are the one other group of elements. Then what we need to do for the internal CSS, we need to write a style tag. Style tag open, style tag close. For the first group, group 1, I need to write a CSS separately. For group 2, I need to write a CSS separately. Got my point? This is the group 1. This is the group 1, sir. And this is the group 2. This is the G1, this is the G2. G is nothing but some naming convention, group 1. This is the group 1, G1. You can say specify that G1 and specify these are the group 2 elements. For group 1 elements, I need to write CSS separately. For group 2 element, I need to write the CSS separately. But inside the page itself, I need to write a CSS. Style tag open, style tag close. This is page.html. This is the page.html. You can write down that. Page.html. Now come to the point, external CSS. I have an application. I have multiple pages for the application. Page 1.html. I have 3 pages. Now this time, application, when we are developing application, okay, for example, this is the home page, homepage.html. And this is the contact page, contact page.html. And this is the user page, user page.html, user.html. I have 3 pages now. For all these 3 pages, one CSS file separately. All these 3 pages, one CSS file separately. This is something like now this time it is extension is different. File.css. You can write down all the selectors inside this. You can write down all. For example, you can write a G1 group 1. You write a G2 group 2. You write a G3. See, there are number of groups, for example. So here for the group 1, a black color elements. I'm having multiple black color elements here. Here one black color element. Here I have two black color elements. Whenever I'm drawing the black color, that is the group 1, imagine. Whenever I'm drawing the black color, that is group 1. And I have one more element here. Then I have group 2 related red color elements, for example. Here I'm having some other elements. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to inject this file.css into the fast HTML. Inject it. So I will tell how to inject this file into this. And I need to give the reference this file here also, or injection. The same CSS file name is file.css. The same file.css I'm trying to inject it for all the HTML files. How many HTML files are available in this application? Imagine this is an application. How many HTML files are available for this application? My question. How many HTML files are there for this application? Imagine this is an application. Third one is an application, sir. How many HTML files? This is an application.
So 3 HTML files.
3 HTMLs. One is home.html.
Sir, not getting means what is the means you are saying? In application, what we
See, in application means whenever you are developing a website, sir. Website. Okay, website have how many pages? For example, I'm telling a small application, small website. Small website, we have home.html. Home page is there now. Contact page is there now. User page is there now. You take a Facebook, sir. Facebook user page is there now. When you click on your logo, your page will come.
yes, sir.
Or you click on Facebook logo, main page will come. Main other posts will come. When you click on some particular person name, the particular person page will come. Exactly. So Facebook nearly having 6,000 pages inside. And your favorite application, Instagram, is going to be having 250 plus pages inside. See, a lot of people are using Instagram, right? You may know that Instagram itself internally having 250 pages inside. How many people know about it? Your favorite application, a Paytm, is going to be having literally 1,000 plus pages inside. 1,000 plus. That bigger applications are there. I am actually telling a reference of a small application. Only 3 pages I have. Home, contact, user. Got my point, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For example, I will show one application called YouTube, sir. You take an application. This is an application, web application. Every web application is running through the browser. Okay. YouTube.com. This YouTube.com having how many pages? Imagine or guess. You cannot able to. Settings page is there. Go to settings page. Go to privacy page. Go to downloads page. Go to notifications page. All these pages are under settings. Imagine. All these sub pages are available under settings. Go to main YouTube. Go to click on YouTube logo. This is the main page. Okay. Here I will be having lot of sections. I can able to go with the news. This is the news page. And I can able to go with the sports. Sports page will come. When I go with the learning related content will come. When I go with the fashion and beauty, only fashion and beauty related items will come or videos will come. Okay, let me go to the home. Again, I'm going to home. When I click on game shows, only game shows related content will come. When I click on some other filmy, only filmy related news will come. When I click on bhajna or music, only bhajna music related videos will come. See, this is a kind of bunch of pages in one application. Yes or no? All these pages are basically available inside youtube.com only. Now, this picture you got to understand. What the picture I'm drawing here is very simple. Throughout application, this is application. Now the third one is application. The green color box is completely an application. Web application. What is the application kind is? Web application. Okay, for example, this is something like a snn.com. Some small application I want to develop. snn.com. snn.com have 3 pages. One is the home page, one is the contact page, one is the user page. Is it clear? First of all. Okay, in previous kind of CSS, internal CSS, home page I need to write CSS, contact page I need to write CSS, and user page also I need to write CSS separately, individually, page level CSS, that is. In the first category, inline CSS, in home page, for every element I need to write CSS separately, individually. Now tell me, which is the better one? Which is the better option in real time? The way of writing inline, the way of writing internal, or the way of writing external?
External.
External. In real time, mostly people will write external CSS. File.css. Definitely they will go with the file.css. So only one CSS file will be there. Multiple CSS files will not be there throughout the application. Only one CSS file. Okay, so individually, imagine, so if I am having hundreds of pages inside, thousands of pages inside, for every page, if they are writing CSS separately, that will be a very big headache. CSS completely manipulating from one file. CSS completely manipulating from one file. That file name is whatever the name of the file is. Basically, if the application is Facebook, facebook.css, fb.css, Amazon, amazon.css, Flipkart, flipkart.css, something like that, or style.css, whatever the naming convention they want, they can give. But here, I'm just giving a simple thing, a file.css. That file.css need to be injected for the home.html, at the same time contact.html, at the same time user.html also. We need to inject, sir. How to inject, we will see now. Is it clear now? First of all, what is the major difference between the inline, internal, and external? This is external CSS. In the name only there, external CSS file is externally creating and externally loading. External CSS. Got my point this time? Okay, for example, for group one, I am writing color red. For group 2, I am giving color blue. So okay, so all G1 is black color elements. G2 is red color elements, red color boxes. Now all black color boxes are in red color. So group 1 is something like a black color, right? Color black. color black. Simply I am writing here. And all group 2 elements are color red. Very simple, straightforward. Now you can tell me, wherever I am giving color black, automatically that particular elements are converting to the black color. In the first page, one element converted into black color. Is it clear? In the first page, one element got converted into black color. Group 1 related element converted into black. Group 1 related converted into black. Group 1 related element converted into black. And here also black. Here also black. Here also black. In first page, second element, third element converted to red color. Why? Because I am giving group 2 color is red here. And here also this is red color. And here also this is red color. Why? Because these elements are in the category of group 2. And those elements in the category of group 1. All group 1 related category elements are in black color. All group 2 related elements are in red. Got my point? Understand? Is this confusing?
No, sir.
No. So when I write a program, then you can understand how this is going to be working. The same way, I will write 2 or 3 HTML pages. One is the home page, one is the contact page, one is the user page. For all these pages, I want to write some HTML elements. At the same time, I will write one external CSS file for that. And I will load that external CSS file into the HTML files. Okay. So can I go with the notepad now? So let me write external CSS. External CSS is the application specific CSS, the first point, very first point. The complete application works with one CSS file, and the CSS file externally saved with .css format. File name is your wish. And one more point. External CSS file linking to HTMLs in below format or below syntax. Okay, for example, I have file 1.html, and I have file 2.html.
Sir,
Tell me, sir.
Sir, external CSS means that CSS file that we have to link to HTML.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. So this is style.css. What I want to do is, I want to inject style.css to, I need to inject style.css to file 1.html. At the same time, I need to inject style.css to file 2.html. I need to inject style.css to, style.css to file 3.html. This way. Style.css, okay. Style.css, we will be having a lot of selectors. Again, we have to write a number of selectors. Group 1 related things and group 2 related things. Group 1 is some category of selection. Group 2 is one category of selection. Group 3 is one category of selection. See, all these categories of selection we have in the file 1, file 2, file 3. Maybe group 1 related elements are available in file 1. Group 1 related elements are in file 2. Group 1 related elements are in file 3. Maybe this group 1 is something like images. In file 1, some images are there. In file 2, some images are there. In file 3, some images are there. I want all the images in rounded corners. I want all the images in rounded corners. I am writing CSS here for group 1 related. Rounded, some image rounded CSS I will write. Some code I will write. That code will apply automatically in the file 1, file 2, file 3 related images. Got my point? See, this injection should have some syntax. What is the syntax for that? Is very simple. Link tag we need to write. Relevant is equal to style sheet. Link relevant style sheet. And href is the attribute for that. What is the name of the file? Is style.css. And this is self-closure. This is the linking process, sir. This is the linking process. Linking process of what? CSS to HTML. This is the linking process of CSS to HTML. Remember, this linking process, this linking line, every HTML should have. In every HTML should have. Otherwise, it will not actually refer. Linking process of CSS to HTML. Every time we need to write some. Is this clear? See, when I write the program, then you can understand now. Can I create 3 files? File 1, file 2, file 3?
Yes, sir.
I will create 3 files, file 1, file 2, file 3, and I will write a common style for all the file 1, file 2, file 3 in style.css. Then we will try to link it. Then you can able to understand. Okay, let me create very fast file 1, file 2, file 3. Okay, save new file. Save it as file1.html. Okay, so here I'm trying to giving H1s. Let me give the different kind of H1s here. And H2. And H3. Okay. So all this I want to copy and create a new, save it as file2.html. Okay, so here I'm having another elements, 6 elements I have. In file 1, only I have 3 elements. In file 2, I have 6 elements. Let me take a new and save it as file3.html. And here I'm having only H1. I don't have H2 and H3. Okay, so let me create a new and save it as style.css. Style.css. This is CSS file. And here I am writing H1 related color red, H2 related color blue, H3 related color orange or green. Let me give the RGB colors. RGB, red, green, blue. Okay, so if I launch file 1, what is the output you guess? H1 red, H2 blue, H3 green.
Black color, normal.
Why normal? Why normal?
You have to link
Yes,
HTML file.
without linking the CSS file, only black and white cinema. Okay, now let me try to link the reference, link relevant style sheet, href style.css file. Okay, after linking the file, save it is, and now refresh the browser. Can you see that? What happened? What happened? CSS is working now. CSS is working now for the file 1. But what about the file 2 output now? What about the file 2 output?
Normal.
As usual, black color will come, normal color will come. Can you see and observe that? Sir, don't confuse. This is very simple. Normal black and white. But if I apply this one, if I apply this one into the file 2.html, what happened? Linking the CSS file for file 2. Linking CSS for file 2. Now you can see. Now you can see. CSS is applying. Same for the file 3 also. It should come with red color. Why? Because H1 related red color only. See where I am writing CSS for all this file 1, file 2, file 3. In file 1, any CSS content is there? Like inline or internal? Any CSS content I am writing like inline or internal?
No, sir.
In file 2, no inline, no internal. In file 3 also, no inline, no internal. Everything is coming from style.css. The CSS code completely available in style.css, but that is applying or injecting in file 1 and file 2 and file 3. Is it clear? Is it simple? CSS is simple or complicated? See, the fundamentals are very important. Fundamentals are very important. If you understand first 2 or 3 classes, all CSS is very easy. Only 2 or 3 classes, little bit confusing, like what is this inline, what is this internal, what is this external. This kind of injections are important. Then automatically you can play with CSS. Damn easy. Properties are very simple, sir. Properties are common. Color, background color, font style. I will give all the properties in the separate file, a cheat sheet for you. That is not an issue. But only the thing is you need to understand how to inject CSS to the HTML. That is important. Sir, is there any confusions on this? Still now, so far, what we discussed. So today I'm stopping here. Why? Because of you have to do practice all these things first of all. CSS related, inline, internal, external. Monday we will continue. So there is no session for Saturday and Sunday. And Monday.
Sir, one doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, in yesterday's task, that image data, so it was not coming. That path only it was coming in output.
Path only
So
coming.
means, yeah, means if inside DD tag, if I put image source, so it was not coming.
So
You
keep to
told
my
put
email.
that.
So today I will post all your videos and notes to the emails. You can just reply with me through the email. My email ID already given to you. So go through the email. So please send me that application for my email. I will rectify it. This is my email ID. You can just go through this email. You can just keep for this email. This is my email ID. Please send your work to my email ID. Then I will check.
Doubt.
Okay, so I will upload the notes and recorded sessions by evening. You can just check it out. Is it clear, sir? Everything? And again, the session will be on Monday. Monday, same 3 p.m. And we will be having Monday, Tuesday, very Tuesday, I don't know. It's Independence Day. Monday, I will inform about Tuesday. But Monday is a very important session. Monday is a very important class. How to write class selectors, how to write ID selectors,